Hello. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Savanchi, Director, CEC, Consortium for Educational Communication, Professor Jagat Bhushan Naddaji, and Secretary, Higher Education, Shri Ravi Dhawanji. Please accept our warm welcome on behalf of Directorate of Higher Education. Government of Goa, through Directorate of Higher Education, has come up with many new initiatives, which would not only bring changes in the field of education in Goa, but also give an altogether new dimension to the higher education, making it more vibrant, more illuminating, accomplished, cultivated, and advanced one. Once again, I humbly welcome each and everyone in this auditorium. Let's start our program after the arrival of distinguished dignitaries with melodious Ish Stavana. We shall praise goddess of knowledge, Saraswati. The Stavana also throws light on importance of knowledge, its power, and how pristine it is. Goa College of Music presents before you Ish Stavana.
Hello.
Hello. Turyatina gocharam kimapisham pushnatiya sarvada ह्यर्थिभ्यः प्रतिपाद्यमानमनिशम् प्राप्नोति वृद्धिं पराम् कल्पान्तेष्वपि न प्रयाति निधनो विद्याख्यमन्तर्धना विद्याख्यमन्तर्धना शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसार परमामाद्या जगद्व्यापिनी शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसार परमामाद्या जगद्व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणी अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा वीणा पुस्तकधारिणी अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फटिकमालिका विदधति पद्मासने संस्थिता हस्ते स्फटिकमालिका विदधति पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदा बुद्धिप्रदां शारदा बुद्धिप्रदां शारदा
Thank you very much, Goa College of Music, for this wonderful presentation. Directorate of Higher Education, through its initiative called Mandavi, Mentoring and Nurturing Digital and Virtual Initiative, have come up with MOOCs, that is massive open online courses, wherein to start with music and analytical chemistry courses have been completed, and today they'll be handed over to CC Director. Let's first see some of the excerpts of these videos. To start with, let's see the making of MOOC videos, which will showcase the magnitude of efforts which DHE has put in to make this success. Let's first play making of MOOC video.
Technology is changing the landscape of learning as well as how the content is being delivered. Recent advances in technology and affordable access to the internet have opened a window to a plethora of platforms where learners can access high-quality educational content. This is bringing dramatic changes in the teaching-learning process. Massive open online courses. The Directorate of Higher Education, DHE, has initiated the development of 5 MOOC courses.
Development of various MOOCs is one of the important and futuristic program of Directorate of Higher Education Government of Goa. Every time learner doesn't get an opportunity to go back to the formal system and attend classes, MOOC provides an excellent opportunity to fulfill this gap.
DHE has started one of its kind development of MOOC courses that will serve students globally.
Collaboration has been used at each step with the involvement of creative directors from the film industry, scientists, and industry professionals with subject matter experts, etc.
One of the unique things about both these MOOC courses is that we have adopted world standards, including the outcome-based education model.
The project involves complete 360 degrees in-house development based on the standard SWAYAM 4-quadrant model of MOOCs.
Especially the pre-production stage for each course, going for months, 2 months and 3 months, the discussion. That was fantastic.
Following the SWAYAM guidelines, the deputed expert faculties submit their AV scripts, which go through a thorough peer review process. Once reviewed, the production phase begins.
The creative director is conducting a workshop and full-fledged MOOC is outcome of this workshop. So academic members, they are creating a MOOC, at the same time they are learning this new medium.
So here we have showcased a lot of analytical tools which we are using to discover the marine nature products for various industrial and societal applications. This is going to be the paradigm shift in learning in the 21st century.
Another goal of it, taking education for everyone, everywhere, anytime. That is what our MOOCs is going to do.
DHE intends to democratize educational content, as high-quality education should not be available to just a small group of university students, but to everyone who is willing to learn.
Now we shall play a video excerpt for Music MOOC. Music MOOC.
गोवा सरकार के उच्च शिक्षा निदेशालय और गोवा संगीत महाविद्यालय इन दोनों के सहयोग से संगीत में जो यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल में सिखाया जाता है, वैसे तो संगीत सिखाना ऑनलाइन ये थोड़ा मुश्किल काम है। फिर भी डॉक्टर शशांक मक्तेदार, जिनको महाविद्यालयीन शिक्षा और गुरुकुल पद्धति दोनों का बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से अनुभव है, मैं आशा करता हूँ कि सभी विद्यार्थी लोग इसका फायदा उठाएं और अपना अपना प्रोग्रेस करें। इस MOOCs में आप सभी का मैं हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ। मैं डॉक्टर शशांक मक्तेदार इस कोर्स का मुख्य समन्वयक हूँ। यह कोर्स हमने इसलिए डिजाइन किया है कि किसी भी यूनिवर्सिटी में ग्रेजुएशन लेवल में फर्स्ट ईयर के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो क्रेडिट ट्रांसफर के अंतर्गत इसे ले सके। यह 4 क्रेडिट का कोर्स है। इसे हमने 3 से 4 विभाग में अलग अलग विभाजित किया है। इसमें सबसे पहले हमने पंडित भातखंडे प्रणीत जो 10 ठाट है उसमें से 4 ठाट का चयन किया है, जिसमें बिलावल ठाट है, भैरवी ठाट है, तोड़ी ठाट है और कल्याण ठाट। इसमें से 3 ठाटों में जो हमारे भारतीय रागदारी संगीत के मूल राग है वह तोड़ी, यमन और मालखंभ। ये तीनों रागों में हमने अभ्यास करवाया है, प्रशिक्षण दिया है। ठाठों में हमने यह विचार किया है कि इसमें हम प्रशिक्षणार्थी को प्रत्यक्ष प्रशिक्षण देके किस तरह से रियाज किया जाएगा। और जब रागों की शुरुआत की है उसमें हमने यह विचार किया है कि उसमें रागों के लिए किस किस चीज़ों की ज़रूरत होती है उसका प्रत्यक्ष प्रशिक्षण दिया गया है। उसमें रागों का स्वर विस्तार है, उसमें रागों की मध्यलय की बंदी सिखाई गई है, उसमें आलाप तान सिखाए गए हैं। इसके अलावा उस राग की आकृति प्रशिक्षणार्थी के दिमाग में पूरी तरह से बैठने के लिए हमने उसमें सरगम गीत, लक्षण गीत तथा एक सुगम गीत का भी प्रशिक्षण दिया है। इससे वो राग की जो एक संपूर्ण आकृति है वह प्रशिक्षणार्थी के दिमाग में पक्की तरह से और सुगम रीत से बैठ जाए। यही हमारा उद्देश्य है और इसलिए मेरी आपसे सभी से प्रार्थना है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आप इसमें इनरोल कीजिए और इसमें अधिक अधिक फायदा उठाएं। धन्यवाद।
That was video excerpt for Music MOOC. Now let's see promo of analytical chemistry.
Analytical chemistry plays very important and enormous role in our society, such as in food production, drug manufacturing, pollution and environmental monitoring, forensic surveys, and controlling several industrial processes. It is also of great importance in many scientific research areas. Recent years have seen increased demand for highly skilled analytical scientists, both in academics as well as in industry. Hello, learners. Welcome to Swayam MOOC course in Advances in Instrumentation and Chemical Data Analysis. Our MOOC course in Analytical Chemistry is mainly created for the learners from disciplines of MSc in various branches of chemistry and MSc in biotechnology and microbiology. It is imperative that anyone who wishes to opt for this course must have sound knowledge of basic principles of chemical analysis and must have studied chemistry courses at undergraduate level. The practical dimension of our course covers the demonstration of operation of analytical instruments and demonstration of experimental techniques of analysis in laboratory. Our course addresses the concern of the student who wish to acquire the skills for handling with analytical instruments and skills to interpret the chemical data obtained from analytical instruments. You will get to see our useful interaction with scientists from reputed institutes and also the demonstration about detailed process of chemical analysis.
Chromatographic methods and spectroscopic methods are the two important topics in analytical chemistry. Chromatography is a solution to separate minutes of the minute impurity or trace element present in the sample mixture. And spectroscopic methods will provide data and information so that it is easy to elucidate the structures of the compounds either in QMA form or mixtures in milliseconds.
The acquired skill set will set the platform for the student to take jobs in quality assurance and quality control departments of pharmaceutical industry and other chemical industry. Our MOOC course is a 4-credit course scheduled over 12 weeks and mainly divided in 3 major topics, that is spectroscopic analysis, chromatographic analysis, and miscellaneous techniques of analysis. Week 1 will cover the general introduction about the chemical analysis and also will give the brief introduction to spectroscopic techniques and chromatographic techniques. From week 2 to 7, we will cover in detail all the spectroscopic techniques, right from simple UV visible and FTIR techniques to advanced NMR techniques such as two-dimensional NMR and advanced mass spectrophotometric techniques such as tandem MS techniques. From week 8 to 10, we will cover the chromatographic techniques in detail. We'll first cover simple techniques of column chromatography and in-layer chromatography, and we will move on to highly sophisticated techniques such as GC and HPLC. And we will also cover advanced techniques such as ultra-performance liquid chromatography technique, which is called as UPLC. In last 2 weeks, that is 11th and 12th week, we will cover some miscellaneous techniques such as X-ray diffraction, thermal methods of analysis, polarimetry, and Karl-Fisher method of analysis.
Any chemist who wishes to work in analytical laboratories must know how to analyze various samples, such as blood samples in forensic laboratories, the drug samples in pharmaceutical industries, and the food samples in food industries. I believe this course perfectly caters the needs of all the students.
The learners of this course will be continuously evaluated throughout this course through tests and quizzes which will be scheduled on weekly basis and one written test at the end of this course. I hope the students will have great time going through this course. The main highlights of our course are chemical data analysis with case studies, the demonstration of instruments in laboratories, and interactive and interview sessions with scientists and experts from the field. This will benefit our learners in a great way with all-round content offered in practical analysis of chemical data obtained from analytical instruments. Thank you. Happy learning.
Lastly, we will see CC videos on MOOCs.
From ancient Bharat to modern India, education has always occupied a place of prominence in Indian culture and tradition. Nalanda, Taxila, and Vikramshila, the world-famous centers for learning, were the epitome of such education and attracted students from the remotest corners of the planet. Ancient India has given the world wisdom, yoga, Ayurveda, and classical art forms. And today, CEC, Consortium for Educational Communication, has stepped forth to build a digital learning environment to emulate the ancient Indian education system, to provide quality enriched educational resources integrated with human values and culture on digital platforms to the remotest learners. CEC was established in the year 1993 as a pioneer of digital education in the country to address the issues related to higher education. CEC is the national coordinator for SWAYAM MOOCs and 11 SWAYAM Prabha DTA channels to address higher education needs through digital media, to take education to the remotest learner. CEC has its 21 Educational Multimedia Research Centers, EMRCs, spread across the length and breadth of the country, with more than 400 trained workforce, state-of-the-art equipment, and infrastructure. Besides owning the largest digital educational content repository in Asia, CEC has more than 16,000 videos spread across 74 subjects. approximately 24,000 e-courseware modules, over 19,000 short learning objects, more than 7,000 live and recorded lectures, 720 massive open online courses on the SWAYAM platform. CEC has created e-courseware modules based on the UGC model curriculum, moving towards CBCS compliance, developed by Pan-India subject experts, and validated and certified through a two-stage peer review process. It is a complete learning package containing question banks with MCQs and assignments, providing instant assessment of learning outcome. It can be accessed free of cost. CEC has developed approximately 24,000 e-content courseware in 87 undergraduate subjects, covering 4 knowledge streams: art, culture, language and literature, social sciences, natural and applied sciences, and management and other professional courses. CEC's YouTube channel has recorded a footfall of over 4.6 lakh subscribers, with more than 4 crore video views, equivalent to 400 years of watch time, with top 5 viewing countries across the globe being India, Pakistan, USA, Nepal, and UK. CEC's digital content can be integrated with traditional pedagogy through blended and flipped learning, short learning objects to teach concepts, portable e-content, video on demand through CEC web portal, subject-based content provided locally through LAN. CEC's undergraduate and postgraduate MOOCs are hosted and accredited by various educational institutions pan-India. India has the second largest higher education system in the world. However, our higher education system has its own share of challenges, like low gross enrollment ratio, GER, of 27.1% in higher education sector, scarcity of faculty, infrastructure, and facilities, redundancy in teaching practices, various socio-economic and geographic barriers, high cost of higher education, learning habits and abilities, universities in production mode, lack of opportunities to pursue interests. Here, CEC has the capacity to address these challenges by carrying out online content activities which include designing, development, and dissemination of digital educational content, running of e-courses, and conducting proctored online examinations through National Testing Agency, NTA. So far, CEC has issued 26,579 course credit certificates in partnership with SWAYAM and various host universities for SWAYAM MOOCs examination. Further, CEC has begun developing educational content in 12 regional languages to increase the accessibility and reach of its online learning resources to the rural populace of India. Moreover, to create ICT-based learning environment in the country, CEC's Prakriti Documentary and Film Festival has gone international. The festival aims at creating awareness and sensitizing people about issues like environment, development, the human rights, and the Swachh Bharat. This event receives overwhelming entries from participants across the world, and CEC organizes its EduTune and EduWrite competition annually since 2018 on themes of digital education. Every year, the educational video competition is organized by CEC, which converges students, filmmakers, and experts from all over India. At CEC, we empower people with the power of knowledge.
Thank you. Now I would like to request Director Higher Education, Shri Prasad Dolyekar, to escort all the dignitaries on the dais. Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawant, Chief Secretary, Government of Goa, Shri Puneet Goyalji, Professor Jagat Bhushan Nadda, CEC Director, Shri Ravi Dhawan, IS, Secretary Higher Education, Shri Prasad Lolyekar, DHE, and Dr. Kavita Asnani, MOOC Nodal Officer. Sir, a kind request to you to formally welcome the distinguished guest and the August gathering.
Chief guest of today's function, Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant, guest of honor, and Director of CEC, Professor Jagat Bhushan Nadda ji, Chief Secretary of Goa, Sri Puneet Goyalji, Secretary Education, Sri Ravi Dhawan ji, and my colleagues in Directorate of Higher Education, Kavita Asnani and Professor Vitthal Tirvi. Today I am extremely happy to welcome you all for this launch ceremony of Mandavi initiative of Directorate of Higher Education. Actually, Mandavi means mentoring and nurturing digital, educational and virtual initiatives. Actually, although we are launching this initiative today, we have started this initiative on pilot basis 6 months back. That is why we could hand over 2 of our completed MOOCs today to CEC Director. Under this initiative, we would mentor and nurture all the academic faculty members to create not only MOOCs, but online full-fledged programs. We provide creative directors, we provide all the facilities like studio, camera, then cameraman, editing system, editor. And during the course of time, we also train them through these experts how to create such type of MOOCs and awareness and knowledge about this new medium. So it is at the same time, it is also a workshop and production, full-fledged MOOCs or full-fledged program, digital online program is outcome of this workshop. So we have started this initiative on pilot basis to just check what will be the success. And I'm extremely happy to tell you that we could complete now at this stage 2 full-fledged MOOCs, one in music and one in analytical chemistry. One MOOC in geology is already, for which shooting is already going on, and one in chemistry and one in microbiology is in the pipeline. So by end of this academic year, we will achieve our target to create 5 full-fledged MOOCs from the faculty members of various institutions, various higher educational institutions of Goa. On this occasion, I welcome our Chief Minister, who is also Minister of Education, under whose guidance we are marching ahead. I welcome on behalf of Directorate of Higher Education and my entire team, Director of CEC, Professor Jagat Bhushan Nadda ji. I welcome Chief Secretary of Goa, Puneet Goyal sir, and Secretary Education, Sri Ravi Dhawan sir, and many academicians present here, Registrar Goa University, principals of various colleges, and deans and vice deans of various schools of Goa University, and all of you present here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm words of welcome. Let's now welcome all our guests by presenting them wonderful and beautiful flowers. First, let's welcome Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant. Let's welcome Chief Secretary, Shri Puneet Goyalji. Let's welcome Chief Secretary, Shri Puneet Goyal. Shri Ravi Dhawan, IS, Secretary Higher Education. Warm welcome, sir. Director Higher Education, Shri Prasad Lelekar, IS. Professor Bithal Tilvi, Associate Professor, SHEC. And Dr. Kavita Asnani, MOOC Nodal Officer. Dr. Asnani is Associate Professor in Teaching, Learning and Education Technology of Goa State Higher Education Council. She has 20 plus years of experience in teaching, and she has really taken lots of pain arranging, scheduling, recording the entire MOOC thing. I would like to request her to present a report as Nodal Officer for MOOC, Dr. Kavita Asnani.
Thank you, Sudhi. Respected Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant, Director, Consortium for Educational Communication, Professor Jagat Bhushan Nanda, Chief Secretary Shri Puneet Goyal, Secretary Higher Education Shri Ravi Dhawan, Director DHE Shri Prasad Lelekar Sir, Professor Sheikh DHE Tilvi Sir, delegates from CEC of the days, invited guests, principals, students, and everyone present in the hall. The Directorate of Higher Education, being a nodal office for implementation of NEP 2020 for the state of Goa, is working both in principle and in action to conceptualize higher education through its several digital initiatives, which majorly include IIMS, Dishtavo, and now massive open online courses, MOOCs. In the view of NEP 2020 target to improve GER, the aim is to provide high-quality courses to thousands and millions of learners across the globe. DHE began with the root idea to create high-quality academic MOOC content based on international standards and measurable outcomes to offer the courses with sound knowledge complemented with acquisition of skills. The initial research conducted based on the data from MOOC platforms indicated that MOOCs do offer quality education at mass scales and at low cost. However, in the process of creating useful content, most of the content creators have been facing many challenges with respect to technology, delivery, and economy-based pedagogy. DHE speculated about the changes that must be done to meet these challenges occurring in the practical scenario of MOOC creation. With the intent to facilitate seamless integration of MOOC system into the academic structure of higher education in Goa, DHE established the framework and has created a system for MOOC design and development through its futuristic and forward-looking flagship program called Mandavi, mentoring and nurturing digital and virtual initiatives. The objective of MOOC project under Mandavi is to build an ecosystem for 360-degree in-house design and development of MOOCs. The MOOC courses will be subsequently made available on SWAYAM, managed by National Coordinator, Consortium for Educational Communication, CEC. Accordingly, development work initiated at DHE to create credit transfer-based courses based on UGC curriculum and CBCS system. For relevance, minimum of 3 universities were being referred to for mapping of the syllabus. Such courses can now be taken by any student to earn their academic credits at any college or university, not only in India, across the world. In accordance with 4-quadrant SWAYAM model and CEC guidelines, DHE has built a MOOC framework
with planning, design, development, and execution stages. The unique characteristic of this framework is to establish a self-reliant ecosystem generating pipeline of MOOC courses in the continuous manner with parallel development of multiple MOOC courses across various disciplines. Currently, phase 1 is in progress where DHE has shortlisted 5 courses for MOOC development, which includes music, analytical chemistry, geology, microbiology, and biochemistry. Course development for UG course in music and PG course in analytical chemistry is complete, whereas geology is already being taken on bench. DHE has involved industry and subject experts and has followed a rigorous process of shortlisting the MOOC proposals based on EOI recommended in CEC guidelines. The MOOC development goes through pre-production, production, and post-production stages. The course modularization is done by distribution of modules per faculty based on their expertise and experience. For the production of the video content, unlike the traditional MOOC recording, DHE has established a unique workshop support system where academic experts, film directors, animators, editors, and cameramen are brought on a single platform, and film-style recording is done by writing audio-visual scripts. The mode of training is here improved, and we have observed that the confidence level of our faculty to face the camera and produce the content has really been boosted, so much so that they are able to now comfortably create content going on a national and global levels. The teaching learning strategy and pedagogy has been focused on generating learner-centric content by performing thorough need analysis and clearly defining the course and the session objectives and outcomes based on Bloom's taxonomy. As per the demand of the content, DHE facilitates
interaction of the MOOC team with the industry, and we have now experimented and actually gone on the field with our analytical chemistry MOOC, having been using the facility at National Institute of Oceanography, Food and Drug Administration for their lab demonstrations and interaction with eminent scientists. Notes aligned to the video content, glossary, transcripts, variety of practice, problems, questions, assignments, case studies with data from research articles have been done. At each stage of quadrant 2 to quadrant 4 data, alignment of outcomes and objectives is done by peer review of quadrant data, systematic review of all the 4 quadrants with the help of reviewers, and the alignment templates. This has ensured that the outcomes which are obtained at the end of the course have gone into complete alignments with the objectives which were set at the beginning of the courses. The MOOCs thus getting generated from this life cycle get finally ready for the onward submission to Consortium for Educational Communication, CEC. Today, on this very happy occasion, Mandavi has an outcome of 2 complete MOOC courses to be presented. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for throwing light on the entire process of MOOC creation. Thank you so much. I now request Shri Ravi Dhawanji, IS, Secretary Education, to speak a few words on this special occasion.
Morning, everyone. Honorable Chief Minister of Goa and Minister for Education, Dr. Pramod Sawant, respected Chief Secretary, Government of Goa, Dr. Puneet Goyal, Professor Jagat Bhushan Nadda, Director CEC, Director of Higher Education, Shri Prasad Valenkar, my colleagues at the Directorate of Higher Education, the faculty members present here, the principals and the students. They say well begun is half done, and today with the launch of Mandavi, we would have initiated a paradigm shift possibly in the way education is taught, it is disseminated. MOOCs, the theme learning anytime, anywhere, and in fact by anyone, resolve a lot of issues when it comes to accessibility and affordability of good quality higher education. So for the students, the development of MOOCs, today by Goa University, there are other MOOCs available by other universities, and with the implementation of NEP to its advanced stages, this process will only continue, will only get strengthened, and students, not just from Goa, but from all other parts of India who today have access to high-speed data, good quality data, will actually be enabled to access education from top universities, top lecturers, top faculty members on a plethora of subjects. And this is a very welcome, this is a very significant move that technology has today enabled us. It is very heartening to note that Goa has taken a lead in leveraging the potential that technology offers. A lot of effort has gone in developing these MOOCs, as Dr. Osmani has just laid out before us. We plan to develop 3 more MOOCs by the end of this academic year, and thereafter this process will only get more streamlined, will only get further strengthened. For the teachers today, technology has in a way made them or given them the opportunity to become celebrities. So they've come before the camera, they have practiced their teaching skills. I'm sure they have honed it well, and now they are going to be seen and heard by not just students sitting in front of them, but in remote corners of India, in different parts of India. And therein lies the biggest challenge, that quality of content will actually be the determinant of how successful the course will be. And so my request to teachers would be to always be aware that when we are developing this MOOC, they are going to be present in front of an audience that will judge them, that is going to judge them quite harshly, that will scrutinize them. And these MOOCs carry the potential to transform someone's life. So when you are developing your MOOC, you must always be aware that this is a great opportunity to connect to the students, to resolve their queries, to prepare them for the future, and in a way bridge the learning gap that today is still present in higher education. We have a GER of only 27%. So almost 3 out of 4 students don't get to go to a higher educational institute. And when India wants to be a global leader in the 21st century, we must quickly resolve this issue. Technology is going to enable us to do it. NEP envisages access to quality education, not just access to education. And the GER mandate is 50% by 2035. For a small state like Goa, we are trying that this mandate is achieved well before the stated target of 2035. Hopefully by 2030, the Directorate of Higher Education has constantly informed that no student desirous of a degree in higher education is actually denied an opportunity in Goa. That's a big thing. It is ultimately up to the students to come up after class 10th and 12th and access higher education. The status of affairs in Goa is actually quite good, and what we need to work upon more is on quality, which we are doing. My compliments to the entire team at DHE. They've worked very hard for today being the signing ceremony with the CEC. I'm sure this hard work will continue. We will continue to develop not just more quality MOOCs, but also towards other goals of MEP that we are working upon. And hopefully Goa will be a model state when it comes to implementation of and achievement of goals in higher education. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, sir, for these words of motivation. Now I would like to request all the dignitaries to light the lamp and formally inaugurate this program. Thank you. All the dignitaries will kindly take your seats. Mandavi is the name of river in Goa, which is very dear to us. And it is not only dear to us, but we worship it. Similarly, this initiative called Mandavi, we may call it River of Knowledge or River of Education. We hope that it will flow eternally, energetically to all sections of society in a better way, in a beautiful way, and in a broader way. Now, I request Director DHE and Director CSE to come forward for MOU signing. I request Director Higher Education to hand over the letter to Director CC. This letter symbolizes token of handing over of 2 MOOC courses, music and analytical chemistry, developed in-house by DHE. Similarly, I request CSE Director to hand over Swayam content to Director Higher Education. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to kindly request Honorable Chief Minister to present certificate to all the MOOC coordinators and all those who've taken lots of efforts to make this a success. Music Creative Director Shri Jitendra Shikilkar. Huge round of applause for everyone. Music Course Coordinator Dr. Shashank Makkedar. And music team, Shri Sachin Tej, Shri Vikrant Naik, Srimati Veena Mokar, Srimati Preeti Varan, Shri Rupesh Rawat and Dr. Shilpa Param. Congratulations. Chemistry Creative Director Shri Ram Prasad Adpulkar. Chemistry Course Coordinator Dr. Rajesh Parvatkar. And the chemistry team, Dr. Prajoti Das Desai, Dr. Richa Sardesai, Dr. Shambhu Parab, Dr. Sagar Patil, and Dr. Datta Prasad Narurkar. Thank you so much. Please take your seats. We have a very, very special guest with us, CC Director Professor Jagat Bhushan Nadda. He's a director, Consortium for Educational Communication, New Delhi, a Central University Vice Chancellor equivalent post, is an accomplished academician, administrator, and a scholar who has the distinction of being appointed professor in management at the young age of 37, and has since worked as a faculty in 8 different reputed universities and institutes across the country. He has vast and varied experience spanning over 32 years in the areas of management, by virtue of which he had been on the board of governors of IIMs Udaipur and Kashipur. He is also a member of All India Board of Management Studies. Currently, as Director CEC, he provided leadership and devised the help implement educational policies, strategies, and implement innovations, carry out administrative and financial reforms in the organization. Dr. Nadda has keen interest in the area of organization behavior and organization development. He has authored many seminal articles and is a training expert who has conducted scores of faculty and executive development programs for premier organizations across the country. On behalf of everyone present here, I request Professor Jagat Bhushan Nadda to enlighten us with your thoughts. Professor Jagat Bhushan Nadda.
Good morning to all of you. आप सबको नवरात्र की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। आज से ज्यादा ऑस्पिशियस दिन हो ही नहीं सकता था जब हम ये मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग गोवा के साथ कर रहे हैं, पहले नवरात्र में और मांडवी कार्यक्रम में। इससे ज्यादा शुद्ध और अच्छा कार्यक्रम हो ही नहीं सकता था, ये मेरी फीलिंग है। दूसरी चीज, जब मैं यहाँ आ रहा था तो मुझे पता चला कि तय हुआ था कि 2 MOOCs, डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ गोवा, कंसोर्शियम फॉर एजुकेशनल कम्युनिकेशन को कुछ देंगे। मैंने थॉट कि हम सिर्फ लेके कैसे चले आए, इसलिए हम लोगों ने 10 टेराबाइट में सारा एजुकेशनल कंटेंट जो CEC का था वो आपके सुपुर्द किया है, जो आप अपने स्टूडेंट्स के साथ इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। This is how the MOU begins, and I am so sure and hopeful that it will go further. ये 2 मुद्दे हैं, एक है नेशनल न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी और दूसरा मुद्दा है डिजिटल एजुकेशन। ये मुद्दे ऐसे हैं जिनको अगर मैं ऐसे बोलने लगूं तो मैं बहक जाऊंगा, इसलिए I would limit myself to the content that I have with me, a written thing, and I share life with you. Honorable Chief Minister, Sir, Dr. Pramod Sawant, Honorable Chief Secretary, Sir, Mr. Goyal, Shri Ravi Diwanji, Secretary Education, Shri Prasad Loikarji, Director Higher Education, dignitaries and friends. As a long-serving academician and now heading a pioneer organization in the sector of digital education, I've witnessed different queries associated with today's education. One of the key advancements in the Indian education system has been the incorporation of information and communication technology in education. The Digital India campaign, initiated by the Government of India, has played a big role in this transformation, and no wonder National Education Policy 2020, a visionary document launched by the Ministry of Education, recognizes the immense potential of incorporating digital technologies in education. While NEP 2020 focuses on various aspects like early childhood care, inclusive education, and revamping of curriculum, an intrinsic strand that runs through the policy is the interchange of technology and education. It envisions that the central principle guiding the Indian education system in future will be the extensive use of technology in teaching and learning, removing language barriers, increasing access, and educational planning and management. While it is true that COVID-19 pandemic came as a nightmare for the world, one cannot deny that it enabled the students and teachers in India to discover unconventional learning and teaching techniques. Introduction of NEP 2020 at such a crucial juncture has proved to be of great significance as it helped all stakeholders to consider intervention of technology in education as a significant component of the foundation on which to build upon the future education system of India. In tandem with the objectives of NEP 2020, the Consortium for Educational Communication is taking education to the remotest learner and bridging socio-geographic divide. Realizing the importance of creating awareness and capacity building with regard to digital education content development and delivery, CEC offers unlimited, open and freely accessible digital content, educational content to the learners, including the socio-economically disadvantaged groups. It is my proud privilege to inform you that next year, CC completes 3 decades in service of our country and shall enter its 4th decade as one of the largest digital educational repository in Asia. CC and its 21 media centers have been working to provide quality enriched digital education content to learners across diverse disciplines. Friends, the new education policy also proposes and puts emphasis on the Matribhasha, mother tongue, or native language as the medium of education to redefine the Indian unity in diversity, as rightly emphasized by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Therefore, CC and its CMRCs are translating CC's digital educational content in 12 regional languages to increase the outreach of education, overcoming the linguistic barriers. In addition, CEC is developing and broadcasting sign language live lectures on its 24/7 Vyas channel, higher education channels. And we are experimenting and developing multilingual mode modules in the sign language enabled lectures and disseminating them to empower the hearing impaired Divyang learners. Friends, in order to create an Atma Bharat, the new policy document focuses on learning vocational and life skills, which shall create job providers rather than job seekers. The policy also puts emphasis on multidisciplinary education. In accordance with this objective, CEC provides digital education content across both academic and vocational streams for learners of all ages. CEC is committed to create a skill-oriented environment in the country through its digital educational offerings. To conclude, in order to achieve the objective of transforming India into a knowledge superpower, the NEP 2020 provides us with a roadmap for becoming a Vishwaguru, where equity, equality, and fraternity will be celebrated. CEC is dedicated to transform the Indian society into a vibrant, knowledge-centric sphere to ensure that no learner is left behind. Alvin Toffler, the American futurist, once remarked, "The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." With the advent of new education policy, I think it is high time that the academic fraternity must gird up their loins and stay literate. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jagadbhushan Nadda, for enlightening us with your thoughts. Thank you so much. I request Honorable Chief Minister to present a memento to CEC Director. Thank you, sir. As a chief guest of today's function, we are pleased to have with us Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant. He is also Minister for Education, who is a dynamic and charismatic leader, ready to bring about changes at all levels which are for the betterment of Goa and Goans. Great supporter and motivator for all the officials who wish to take Goa on greater heights in all the sections. May I please request Honorable Chief Minister to guide us with your valuable thoughts.
For the launch of Mandavi. मांडवीन हे आमकां सगळ्या जाणांक जिवाक खूब लागीं आसा, मनाक खूब लागीं आसा. मांडवी न्हंयतल्यान आमी कितलीशीच फावटी फेरीबोटींतल्यान क्रॉस केला आसतलें. बऱ्याच जाणांनी ती न्हंय पिवन सुद्दां क्रॉस केल्या. खूब जाणांनी ती ब्रिजा वयल्यान क्रॉस केल्या. मांडवी न्हंयचेर 2 पूल आशिल्ले. मांडवी न्हंयचेर 3रो पूल बांदपाचें काम ते स्वर्गीस्त माजी मुख्यमंत्री मनोहरभाई पर्रीकर हांच्यांनी केलें आनी तें डिस्टन्स खूब कमी केलें. आज म्हाका सांगता आसतना खूब खोस भोगता आनी मनाक खूब आनंदय जाता. शिक्षण क्षेत्रांतलो मांडवी नांवाचो नवीन पूल बांदपाची संद ही प्रसाद लोलयेकर हांच्यांनी म्हाका दिली. त्या बद्दल निश्चितच हांव खरोखरूच तांचे मनाक आदर आभार मानता. आयज पर्यंत मांडवीक फक्त पूल म्हणून म्हणजे चलत वचपी हेवटेंतल्यान तेवटेन वचपी पूल म्हणून वळखताले. त्याच मांडवी न्हंयक म्हाका दिसता त्याच मांडवीक आमी शैक्षणीक क्षेत्रांतलो पूल गांवागांवांतले कितलेशेच विद्यार्थी जांकां म्हाका दिसता स्टुडंट्सांक जे ऑनलायन कोर्सीस करपाक शक्य नाशिल्ले, जांकां डायरेक्ट कोर्सीस करप शक्य नाशिल्ले, तांकां ऑनलायन माध्यमांतल्यान कोर्सीस ह्या मांडवी ह्या चॅनलांतल्यान करपाक मेळटले हें पळोवन खरोखरूच खूब खूब बरें दिसता. ह्या इनिशिएटिव्हांत आसलेल्या सगळ्यांचे खूब खूब अभिनंदन. For the launch of this program, along with me is Professor Jagat Prakash Ladda, Sri Director of the CEC, Puneet Kumar, CS of Government of Goa, Dr. Kavita Astani, Nodal Officer for the MOOC, Dr. Ravi Dhawan, Secretary of Education, Prasad Dolekar, Director of Higher Education, Vittal Devi, all the dignitaries among the audience. As we are aware, the India's National Education Policy 2020 is recommended to assess equality in education, and Directorate of Higher Education, being the nodal officer for implementing of NEP 2020 for the state of Goa, is working both in the principle and in action to transform and landscapes the higher education. The DHA has undertaken the several digital initiatives, which the majority includes the IIMs, Distavo, and now the Messio Open Online Course, MOOC, is one of the latest educational globalization initiatives. This initiative aims to use the advanced in the technology by mentoring and training the facility centers at a high quality MOOC course and through the flagship programs, the mentoring and narrating digital and virtual initiatives, the Mandavi. This course will subsequently be hosted by the National Platform Study, the web of the active learning for the young aspiring minds, which is SWAYAM, in the credit of transfer mode. The SWAYAM is a platform initiative by the Government of India to offer the various courses which the students can pursue online, and the consortium for the educations and communications CEC, and in the national coordinator designated by the Ministry of Education for the SWAYAM MOOC. The novel approach of the DHA is to develop the MOOC through the production-based workshop by bringing together the academic expertise from the higher education institutions and creative directors from the film industry with the MOOC course. It is obtained as an outcome of the workshop. The MOOC course are being developed as a full credit course is proposed and offered in the credit transfer mode. The course developed has been done and with a quality approach in collaborative mode by the faculty and other human resource from the higher education institutes, and along with the experts from the industry and scientists from the research institutions. The DHE aims to develop the high quality content based on the creative and novel ideas that can be benefited very large number of learners across the globes. No, they have taken the 5 MOOC courses, and which is in music, analytical chemistry, geology, microbiology, and biochemistry. I think this course development for the music and analytic chemistry has completed, and as a stepping stone in this direction, the DHA will launch the Mandavi program today, and the DHA had already signed the MOU with the CEC also, and handing over the 2 MOOC programs for this to CEC. By signing this MOU, the DHA intend to democratize the educational content and realize the vision of our Indian culture in terms of Savidya Vimnuyakte. The high quality of education should not be available to just only the small group of the privileged student, but to everyone who is willing to learn. As the Chief Minister of the state, I have the target of the self-sufficient, the Swayapurna Goy, in every sector, in the agriculture, industry, also in the education sector. And with such unique initiatives being floated by our higher DHE, I'm quite sure that we will achieve the excellence and become the role model for the other states. I congratulate Mr. Prasad Lolekar and entire team who had hard work for the MOOC and also for the Mandavi programs. Really, I think definitely they'll do better in future also. So once again, my congratulations for the Director of Higher Education. म्हाका दिसता आझादी का अमृत महोत्सव ह्या काळात आमी अशा पद्दतीच्यो आणि नवरात्रेच्या शुभ मुहूर्ताचेर सुरवात केल्लो आयचो हो कोर्स आमकां अवेरनेस करची पडटली अशा स्टुडंट्सां कडेन गेले कितलेशेच ऑनलायन कोर्सीस तुमी सगळे जाण करपाक शकता आणि ते करपाची गरज आसा. हांव ज्या वेळार जेन्ना एखाद्या कोर्साक पळयता की डिझायरेबल कॅन्डिडेट्स इज नॉट अवेलेबल इन द स्टेट ऑफ गोवा. So many courses, so many qualifications is required. म्हणजे बरेचशे फावटी हांव पळयता की सस्टेनेबल डेव्हलपमेंट इन मास्टर इन आर्किटेक्ट, there is candidate that not available in the state of Goa. Someone is coming from the other state, he is taking so many, especially in health sector. Especially in the health sector, there is a course is related with the X-ray technician, course is related with the dietitian. These types of courses still now it is not available in the state of Goa. I think म्हाका अशा पद्दतीतले वेगवेगळे जे ऑनलायन आमी घेवपाक आनी आमकां एक्चुअली टेक्निकल फोर्स जी गरज आसता त्या टेक्निकल फोर्साक ह्या पद्दतीत ऑनलायन कोर्सिसाक निश्चितच रित्या म्हणजे स्किल्ड मॅनपावर स्टेटीत तयार जावपा खातीर ही बरी ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी आमकां DHEत अवेलेबल करून दिल्ली आसा. जे ऑलरेडी म्हणजे इन सर्वीस आसात, जे ऑलरेडी ग्रॅज्युएशन पोस्ट ग्रॅज्युएशन जावन घरा कडेन आसात, आपल्या नोकरेची खंय तरी वाट पळयता म्हाका केन्ना नोकरी मेळटली काय म्हणून. ताच्या खातीर एडिशनल क्वॉलिफिकेशन्स घेवपाची, एडिशनल आपल्याक सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स घेवपाची आनी आपल्याक अपग्रेड करपाचो. आनी म्हाका दिसता कॉम्पीट करता आसतना नॉट ओन्ली कॉम्पीट इन द स्टेट बट आय विल कॉम्पीट विथ द नॅशनली आनी इंटरनॅशनल लेवलाचेर सुद्धा हे कॉम्पीट करपाची संद आज आमकां DHEत अवेलेबल करून दिल्ली आसा. म्हज्या समेस्त गोंयांतल्या म्हज्या सगळ्या भाव भयणीक हांव आव्हान करता, स्पेशली फॉर द यंग भुरग्यांक जे पास आउट जावन फक्त म्हाका केन्ना तरी गव्हर्मेंटाचीच नोकरी मेळटली म्हणून जे वाट पळयता तांच्या खातीर आपले एडिशनल क्वॉलिफिकेशन्स करपाची ही नवीन संदी आसा. आनी ह्या संदीचो फायदो जर घेतलो आसत जाल्यार आमी जो म्हणटा की आमचो रेट वाडत आसा तो रेट वाडचो ना, तो रेट कमी जावपाची संद आसा. त्या खातीर निश्चितच म्हणजे यंग टॅलंटेड मायंड्स माझे फ्रेंड्स जे आसा तांच्यांनी ह्या संदीचो पुरेपूर फायदो घेवचो आनी निश्चितच ते सगळे जाण ह्या संदीचो फायदो घेतले आनी नवीन म्हणजे ऑनलायन कोर्सीस करपाचो संद केन्ना सोडचे ना इतकेंच सांगता. आनी परत एकदा आझादी का अमृत महोत्सवाच्यो हांव शुभेच्छा दिता, नवरात्रीच्योय सगळ्यांक शुभेच्छा दिता आनी म्हाजी 2 उतरां सोंपयता. देव बरें करूं.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Savan, for taking your time out and for inaugurating this new bridge of knowledge and education called Mandavi. Also, a humble thanks on behalf of the Directorate of Higher Education for sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you once again. Now I welcome Professor Vittal Pilvi, Professor SC Higher Education, to formally thank all the dignitaries and August gathering. Professor Vittal Pilvi.
Thank you, Siddhi. Making access to not just education, but access to quality education. And as our Honorable CM rightly said, Mandavi as a bridge for education. We express our sincere gratitude for your presence here and for continued support. CEC Director has handed over the knowledge that they have created, and we are really happy that CEC Director, Additional Director from CEC, they were able to present here physically, and we thank you, Professor Naddaji and Additional Director, CEC. All along, our Secretary Education, Chief Secretary Sri Punit Kumar Goyalji, they have supported us in all our initiatives, and we thank Secretary Education and our Chief Secretary, Government of Goa. Without any hesitation, I can say that we have one of the best teams, and I'm really proud to say that DHE has a very, very active and very, very supportive team under the leadership of our director, Sri Prasad Lolekar, and our active members for Goa State Higher Education Council and the Directorate of Higher Education. And I want to sincerely thank all the efforts they have put in, especially Dr. Kavita Asnani, who has taken the lead, and she is the nodal officer for the MOOC courses. This venue and facilities are provided by the Entertainment Society of Goa, ESG, and we want to thank ESG for providing all the facilities. Finally, everybody who is present here, who have supported us directly or indirectly, the deans of Goa University, vice deans, registrar Goa University, principals of all colleges, and especially the students. And some of you will take these MOOC courses for your undergraduate programs, and we would like to know your feedback on these courses. So we thank on behalf of the Directorate of Higher Education for making for this event and supporting us directly, indirectly. Thank you, everyone.
Your Honor, please be seated. You will be raising the auditorium. Please be seated. Yeah. Photograph. So, sorry. Music team, photograph. And then please chemistry team be ready. Right? They may go. Audience, students, you all may please go from the back door, take your refreshments without fail. You all may leave. About chemistry and then DHE. After team chemistry, entire DHE MOOCs team, please be ready.